Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up who love the tech. And this is another video of an emulator that I use, and I'm just going to talk about one at a time. Emulators that I use on my GPD Win / PC, or my Surface Book, first generation. This next emulator is an arcade game emulator entitled MAME, M-A-M-E. There's lots of different versions of MAME, and the one that I particularly use on my GPD Win or my PC is called, let's see if I can get the focus, MAMEUI64. 64 standing for 64-bit. So if you're running a 64-bit computer, you get this one, and 32, of course, you get the one that says 32 at the end. The reason why I use this one is because it's Windows based. There's some that are DOS based. I don't really know much about DOS, don't like the format. I like the Windows based MAME emulator. So here's how it is. So right now I have this highlighted available. These are the available games that I have. The ones that are in green, for the most part, I do have. Sometimes the ones in red, it says not working, but sometimes when you do click on it, it does work. So you just have to try them out and see for yourself if they work. So like I said, this MAME emulator emulates arcade games. So your Frogger, your Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, all your super retro games. What else we got here? Alpha Mission, Aliens, Alien vs. Predator. And these are just my age, yo. Aero Fighters. I think that was made by SNK for the Neo Geo. Your 1940s airplane games, those are cool games. I especially like 1944 and up. As you can see, I have a ton of games. Armored Warriors, I remember playing that. Art of Fighting, so you can play Neo Geo games on this emulator. Like I said, these are just my A's. I have a ton of games. So what I'm going to do right now is show you a few games and show you how it works on the GPD Win, so that if you're interested later on down the line, get this emulator. Definitely get it. I definitely recommend, like I said, the MAME, the UI series of MAME, because again, it's in Windows format. Actually, before I show you a video, when you do get the emulator, to get your games to show here, you have to file a path to the directory of where your games are. My games are on my SD card, micro SD card, and again, I'm using the 400 gigabyte SanDisk micro SD card, and I verify that it works very, very well with the GPD Win, and I'm definitely sure it's going to work with the GPD Win 2, since that's going to be a newer handheld computer. So again, you have to browse, make a file, or show where your games are, and then it'll scan for the games. If you have a whole bunch of games, the scanning will take forever and a day. So go take a jog. I took a 30-minute walk yesterday, started this, took a 30-minute walk. When I got back, it was only at, I would say, 40, maybe 45%. So it takes a while, because I mean, me in particular, I have a ton of games. So you do have interface option. I don't use the interface option much. I use the default gaming option to make a couple of adjustments. So this is usually unchecked. I like to run my games in the window, so I can just click the X and exit out of there real quick, rather than going into full screen mode and then pressing escape and all that. So I like to run it in the window. I don't do anything there. You can do some things to the screen. So if there are some games, arcade games that have dual screens, you can make adjustments here to be able to play games with dual screens. Controllers, I don't do anything there. Sound, I don't do anything there. Yeah, I don't do any other adjustments to the display. Control mapping, that's done through a menu when you play the game. I'll show you that in a second. Of course, I enable cheats. Sometimes when you do download the emulator, sometimes a cheat file is downloaded with it in a zip form. Don't do anything there. Don't do anything with Vector. So let me just show you a couple games, show you how it works, and then give you some final tidbits at the end of the video. Fast forward. It's a truck. May the 4th be with you. It already passed. I used to play the smack out of this game. I loved this game when I was a kid. Yo, that smiley face right there scared the smack out of me when I was a kid. Yo, you heard that? Call me a chicken. I'm invincible. Ah! No thanks. That big giant. La-di-da-di-da. Where's the smiley face? Cannot destroy that bit. You can't destroy that at all. Now games with a trackball, they don't quite work that well with a joystick-based game system. So this is Birdie King. I played the heck out of this game at a local bar when I was a kid. For whatever reason, I like the golf game. So this again had a trackpad or trackball. Dang. So even just the smallest flick. The smallest flick of the joystick sent this. Look at that. I barely touch it. See the ball's back head. Just watch. Just watch. So again, trackball based games don't work too well. Oops. I was never good at this game. Thought it was interesting, never good at it. This here was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I was always attracted to adventure role-playing games. I love this game. I'm bad. Almost forgot to show you this classic. Almost forgot. Get the heck out of this game when I was a kid too. Got it. Ha! It's pretty classic. Nope. If you know your music, you know this sounds just like Roston. Especially the rural sound. I'm bad. I'm just in the bees. Games all day. Games all day, seriously. Your skill is great. Now my cheating was great. I played the heck out of this game on the Sega Genesis and didn't know it was an arcade game. Love this game. I played the smack out of this game. You are not an OG like me if you never played Capcom Bowling. You are no OG. You should not even watch my video. This is straight cool arcade classic gaming at its finest right here. Seriously. Now this was trackpad as well, but this works a lot better than the Burger King game. You are not OG, not even close to being an OG if you've never played this game when you were a kid. You're definitely not even close to 40. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. No strike yet. Say this is a lot easier to use than the trackpad. Can't get my strike. It's always the same pin. Give it to me, give it to me. Nope. Yeah, I like the way they spin. Dang it. 10th frame. Nope. That's harder than I got at the arcade. This game here, straight classic. I first played this on the Atari 2600. Loved it on there. Didn't know it was an arcade game. Straight classic game. Straight classic. You are no OG if you never played this. You are no OG if you never played this. Turn off my video if you have not played this. This straight classic. Love this game. Oops. We started. How do I start it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Straight classic. The ducks. I hated the ducks. Bonus. Oh. If you don't shoot the ducks, they'll eat your bullets. And that's what I can tell them to the bottom. Bam. Bam. U.S. Give me my bonus. Oh yeah, you gotta shoot that box in the left if you want bonus points or whatnot. Things getting faster. Come on. Give me that. Shoot the pipes for extra points. If you play old school Nintendo, you will recognize this game. This is for the OGs. Warners, don't use drugs. You've seen that a lot if you played arcade games. Joe and Mac, not Caveman Ninja, Joe and Mac. Fast forward. So cool. Can't do this at the arcade. Joel Mac, baby. Let's see how that was go. You know you're a straight OG if you play Congo Bongo. This was made by Sega in 1983. I guess this is their answer to Mario. I played the smack out of this. Give me that. What? Ooh. That was skill. I didn't even use the cheats. That was straight skill. I never got past that when I was a kid. Ah! For all you youngins watching, this may look boring and the graphics are dull, but this was one of the classic shoot 'em ups. You shoot the color ones for different weapons. Oh, there's blue. And that blue. Dang it. And that red. I admit it is dated, and I never really played a lot of Darius games, but they were quite popular in Japan. Oh, there's actually a pause feature, so or you could put a pause on one of the buttons. You know you're an OG if you played this game. I mean, it's definitely not as old as Berserk, but if you're a fighter fan, you know about this. They're made today. Monoculous. Oh no, you didn't. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good one. That was good one. That was good one. That was good one. Oh. Straight cuffed him. I was down to nothing. Straight cuffed him. Straight cuffed him. Oh, nice one. Straight cuffed him. Kicked him in the chin. Straight classic game. Straight classic. Where's that game? Here it is. And this one looks interesting. Straight Japanese. Where's Hayabusa? Yeah, there we go. Hayabusa. Show Hayabusa. Let's look at Virtua Fighter. It's a little slow. I was looking because of the polygon count. Pop, pop, pop. This is our Miles Payow. Ooh, got the perfect. Got the perfect. Cool. If you like shooter games, you can never go wrong with Don Pachi. Or Do Pachi. They call these bullet hell games. Cave, yeah. Cave made a lot of really cool shooter games, bullet hell games. Fast forward. Cave was good back in the day. Again, it's called Bullet Hell. Bullets fill the screen. First stages, no. When you get to the end stages, good lord. You knew you were a good player if you could beat these games. Wow. I would have got out there if I didn't have the invisibility. Look how smooth it runs. This runs fantastic. Fast forward. Give me to the boss. Bullet hell. Oh. I would have just straight gave up if I was out there, okay? Good Lord, look at that. B. Oh, super blast, baby. You want a challenge? Play this game. Do Pachi. You know you're straight OG if you've played this game. You know you're a straight OG if you played this game before right here. Yeah, that was Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong 2. I'm just gonna straight play it. Ah! So the goal is to get Donkey Kong. Whoa. Oh, I forgot. You gotta save the plants. My bad. Now I got a disc. You're definitely an OG if you play this game right here. Players don't do drugs or use drugs. I'd be a fool if I didn't show this game. Straight OG game. Almost had to fly. Oops. Straight OG game right here. One hit, no, this was a one hit night game, but this game was extremely hard. Ghouls and ghosts. Especially on the Genesis. Straight up hard game. Straight up hard game. Fireball, that's right. This game was super hard. Oh, that was a super weapon. That was a secret weapon. You had to go through the game twice to get this. Straight up hard. There's a hidden treasure chest over here somewhere. There it is. Oh yeah, he turned you into a frog or something? There's a hidden. Get the golden armor? Oh yeah. We can't do it with the fireball, but with the other weapons, if you hold down your shot button, you'll get a power shot. Can't do it with the fireball because the fireball is the best weapon. Gives you double firepower. Oh. The wind. Can't turn me into a frog. Yeah, the pigs. Where's the pigs at? Where are the pigs? There they are. I'm gonna show you what they do when you're on the lower level. They throw up. You know they throw up. First place this game, I was in awe. I was like, they throw up on you. Super firepower. Alright, I just decided to do just a different Street Fighter. As a kid, I spelled backwards. If you don't know about Akira, you're definitely not an anime fan. Get out of there, move the mouse arrow. It's a little slow because of polygons. Let me choose my dude. I'm always Ken. Ken Masters. Oh, baseball bat, he smacked me. He smacked the tape. Oh! Oh, he got the superpower on me. Oh! Ouch. Oh, I got straight decked. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Great game. I don't know which ones are which. She is fast. She is fast. Ain't no mercy. God dog. Oh, no mercy on me. Zero mercy. This is better played with a controller. These little buttons ain't doing much. I mean, there's probably some really good players that can, wow, play on the GPD. I probably have to give me a regular controller. If I'm gonna play Street Fighter, if you've never seen the original, I might as well show you the original. The one that got me in love with fighting games from the get. This is the first video game where you had to do a motion with the joystick and press a button to get special moves out. And when I saw this at the arcade for the first time, I was at Seabreeze in Rochester, New York. They had Street Fighter at the arcade. I said, screw the rides. I watched people play the game, and it was totally awesome. When I saw the Hadouken for the first time, that was it for me. I was basically in love with games. Straight up. Ryu. It's not pronounced Ryu, it's Ryu. And when you did it for the first time, I mean the power of it, it's incredible. The power of the Hadouken was incredible. It's like a straight up cheat move. I'm invincible, that's why it's doing that. Oh, that's the first Street Fighter. Awesome. Correction, in the last video I said that I fell in love with video games with Street Fighter. That's incorrect. I fell in love with fighting games after the original Street Fighter and seeing the Hadouken. But I've been in love with games ever since the Odyssey, back in 1979. This game right here, oh, I straight up love this game when I was at the arcade. This was one of those one-hit wonder games. You get hit, you died. So you really had to be good. play this game. Oh, and the music. The music got me into this game. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I played the heck out of this game. I never beat it at the arcade, but I did beat it on the Genesis. You duck. Alright, man. Ninja magic. You gotta be really good. I mean, awesomely good. Time everything. Boom. And don't get hit by the fireballs. But me, invincible. Gotcha. I will turn it off. But this is just to show you some of the coolest games I've ever played at the arcade. And I should love trying to get all these ninjas, trying to get that free dude, the free man at the end. What's that? Ah, I missed it. Whoosh. Dang. So I can go on and on and on with these games, showing you some of the coolest games that I've played since I was a kid and games I never played yet. I mean, I've downloaded a really good cache of games for the MAME emulator. And when I say I have tons of games, I have a ton of games. Another game that I played, Superman. Oh, I played the heck out of Superman. Never played Spider-Man, but Superman, oh, that was straight classic. I think that was made by Tato. That was a straight classic game. But again, I have a lot, and I mean a lot of games. And so basically, to get to the menu, I think it's default to press the tab button. After you get through the menu, it's default to press the tab button, and you can configure your joystick through, let me pause it, General, and go into user interface. You can, from here, you can change the config button from tab to anything else that you want. Your select button, go down to here. So this button right here, when you press this button, this will allow you to change your button to what you want it to be, or whatever button you want it to be. So I got mine set to A, or joystick 1 button 0. If you want to change it, you press that button again, and you see that it went blank. Press the button that you want desired for that particular command, and there you go. So you have fast forward. I have my fast forward set to this shoulder button right here, the far right. I have my pause button set to the far left shoulder button. I still have my config menu set to tab. Your player 1 controls, so since this is Bluetooth, you can actually pair a Bluetooth controller on here, and you can do 2-player games. You can do 4-player games. So if you play the Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, you can do straight up 4 players on here, cast this to a TV screen, and you can go to town with 3 of your friends all day long, get some Mountain Dew and some pizza like you used to do. Junk is hype. So you got up to 16 buttons that you can configure. I configure basically 6. Your up, down, left, right, analogs, your other controls. This is where you configure your start and your coin button. And of course, you put them. I put coin here, select and start on start. And then if you enable cheats, you get your cheat menu for any game, and it shows you all the cheats that you can use. Go back to previous menu, return the game, and you're good to go. Now unpause it. Again, this is pause. Watch when I pause it, press this. Boom, pause. You can't do that at the arcade. That is so hype. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too. Go back to, not in game, let's go to general. User interface. You can actually save the state of your game. So let's say you're playing, phone rings, or your wife or girlfriend tells you that they need some cuddle time and some attention time. You can actually save and load the state. Mine is set to keyboard S and keyboard L. So if I go to previous menu and then go to game, so if I press L, it will load the game. If I press S, it'll save the game. So let's say I pause it, play it, you press S. Boom, look at that. It tells you where to save it. You can press any of these buttons. Just remember which button that you pressed. So you press S, you save. I'm going to press Q. Set to Q is then when you press L. It's going to ask you where to load from. Press Q. It will take you right back to where you last saved it. That is one of the coolest features of the MAME emulator that I've seen. Besides pause, besides cheats menu, and besides having over, hey, let me see if it shows you the number of games you have. It does. Yo, check this out. Look at this number. Look at this number. So this, focus, 4,566 games. Now, of course, a lot of the titles repeat, so it's not actually 4,000 games, but you got 4,000 titles. That's so cool. So it might be just 3,000 games, but still 3,000. Not 3 games, not 30 games, 3,000 games. Can't go wrong with the MAME emulator. If you definitely want the ROM packs, I suggest finding a torrent site, because a lot of the ROM packs are very, very huge. The one that I got, I have 35 gigabytes worth of games on here, but I've seen ROM packs 100 gigabytes large, 300 gigabytes large on particular torrent websites. So I would suggest going on YouTube, looking at some of the old school games, getting the acronyms, because some of these games are not in title form, they're in an acronym form. So if you were trying to look for it within the ROM pack, you can just look for the acronym or the shortened name to download that particular game, because 9 times out of 10 you get a ROM pack and you're gonna get a whole bunch of games. A lot of them you probably will not play, wouldn't even bother to play. Yo, they got Mega Man fighting games. This is hype. This is so hype. And like I said, there's a lot of games that you probably won't play. So a lot of the games that I have on here are games that I will play. Now there's a lot of games I never played before, like Match It, never heard of that. Max RPM, I guess revolutions per minute, so you know that's a racing game. Or you got your Marvel versus Capcom. Look at the Marvel superheroes. It takes you back. Mars Matrix, that's another bullet hell game. We got Mario Kart Arcade on here. Of course, it's not working, but I do have an emulator where it does work, and I'll show you that in a future video. So I hope you like what you're seeing. Again, this is the MAMEUI64 emulator, Windows based. I hope you liked the video. If you did, definitely leave a thumbs up, leave some comments, tell me what you think, and I hope to see you in a future video.